Hello everyone, and welcome back, excuse me, to the Malts and Meeples YouTube channel. I'm Petter, as I find myself here, and hopefully we have Rogue Angels down here. A little bit wider angle just because the setup is slightly different this time for me. If you remember last time, what happened was, well, there was a ship that came crashing in. Read the aftermath of one mission, and then a changeling came crashing down, and our goal is, well, to take out all these enemies here. Let me do this. And hack one of the consoles, take out all the enemies, and get the commander adjacent to the point of interest. So we need Tarira to be adjacent to that. All in 9 turns. Unconscious characters just get a scar. So if you remember where we were at here from before, we went to the tech base. So we have a little bit of text here. Commander, this is Camriel on the comms. Commander, the shuttle crashed into the northeast corner of the hangar. It looks like the hangar is in chaos. The Hellfires have no idea what hit them. Engage the safety and firefighting protocols at any terminal you can find. Then make your way to the shuttle and inspect it. That's what we're doing. So we either succeed or we don't. As they said, this is a mission update. This is still technically part of the same mission as we played last time. But I kind of reset everything. So we're just going to go kind of as is. Enemies go first. There is no last activated player. Red. So he's just going to go towards the nearest player. One. Interesting. 2, 3. Can't hit. This one, number 2, is much closer. 1, 2, 3. Hits Tarira for 2, and that's it. Flip over. Remember, we're doing this all for these tech cards. So, who do I want to go first? Guards have 4 health. We have the 2 Nightbanes back there. I'd love to clear that up. I'd love to be able to draw these guys towards that. Which they will both be in range next time. So I actually want to hang back here. If I can, I want them to come towards me. Let's start with pulse rifle shot. That goes on 3. I'm boosting it up so it deals 4 damage. Or 3 damage. Now dealing 4. I'm going to re-roll. You know what? I'll have it deal 3. So 2 damage. Because 1 is blocked, but I get a shield back. Ooh. And then I'm going to do a tail swipe. I always forget, it's handy to have a little bit of gap between those. Tail swipe does 2 damage through the shield. First one gone. Over here, ooh, let's see, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to tactically position myself over to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now the closest player, which means he's going to still go towards down here, but I'm out of range. And then I'm going to do a infiltration unit action. Forgot to cool down for Tarira. And let's see how many of these chips. 3 of them. I'm going to be pulling out of the bag, looking to hack the system. One, 2, 3. Womp womp. 2 whites means those go away. That just is basically a failure. On that, if you get 2 whites at one time, dead. You lose all your work. Now, yellow's going to go. First one, going towards the nearest player, moves 2. This one going towards the farthest player goes 2. And we're set up exactly like I'd hoped. Now, granted, that means we're always going to have red go from here on out, but we're down to 1 red, and I'm outside of the range of 2. I'm within my range. It's the first action, so I get a bonus on my next one. Boom! These guys have 2 shield, 2 health. Barrel blows up for 4. So that was nice and fast. And then I get +1 on my next action. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything that great. So I'm just going to do a basic move. So move 1. I guess I can do go 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would be outside the range of this barrel. They would not. But then I'm going to rest one time, so I start to pull back cards. Ticks down another time. At this point in time, I'm not too worried about this scenario. I need to hack this. That's the biggest thing. So I'm going to do a basic interact for 2. Oh. I can add a die. 3 by spending a token. So I just don't want to pull the exact same 3 I pulled last time. Instead, something like that, much nicer. Hacked the system. So now all we have to do is finish taking out this guy and get the leader over there. Since that's now some of what I can do, I'm going to do a basic movement to head over to assist. 1, 2. Not moving that fast. This guy, unfortunately, wait, I could have ended here. I just want to end there so this guy doesn't move. Because he's going to attack the last... Oh, he's going to go after the last activated player. So 1, 2, 3, lame. And can't then attack within the range. So, let's see. Should be down to there. I need to get work on getting up there. I do have my gun. So we're going to drop on the pulse rifle. Actually, do that on slot 4. Spend. So 3 damage for 5. Boom. Took him out. And then I'm going to charge. Oh, and I have to go all the way around here because all these spots have X's on them. Can't go through, but I can move. Oh, I just moved 3. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a bonus basic move action for 2. And everything cools down by 1. I should be able to get there. Be adjacent to it, correct? Over here, I mean, I'm going to cool down 1 and use my tactical positioning because potentially, I mean, there's not really much of anything left to do here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm just joining the group. I'm joining the group because it might continue on. This might not be the end of the scenario. Like I said, this is technically a continuation of the previous mission. Just like it very much made it feel like, okay, you can pack up and call it good between. I think you can technically. I maybe should have carried over some like damage or stuff like that. But it's a minor detail. So, ticks it down again. And then basic move. One basic move. I get my fully shielded now. 1. End of turn. I am adjacent. We go to mission update 4A. Whoa. C5B mission update 4A. Yeah. It is, I will say, not always the easiest to keep track of everything. You approach the wreckage. After a few seconds, a nimble changeling slowly steps out of the crashed shuttle. Changeling in person. Oh, thank the creators. You were here. I'm not sure what the pirates would have done with me, if not for your intervention. My name is, Ayani Inaru. I'm a radiobiologist. I don't work at this facility, before you ask. I'm on an expedition from the University of Amaris, studying the ecosystems in Vexation, and how radiation affects both the life forms and the machines. I was heading back to my camp, about 20 clicks from here, when I was ambushed by the Reavers. Cameo on comms. I was under the impression that Reavers were all but destroyed by the Templars in the Battle of Ice Serpent. How did they get here? And what are they doing here? Iani Naru. I don't know how they survived or how they got here, but as for what they're doing, well, I saw their dropships. I went to and checked out another facility near my camp. They were stripping it bare of everything, including people. I guess they're collecting resources. That's when I decided to get out of here. Getting out of here might be a good idea. I don't suppose you have room for an extra 2 pairs of pincers. Action. Iani Inaru has joined you as a companion. Companions are available. Available companions. Crew or story. I'm assuming she's a story one. Or there. Yeah, I think. Changeling. They're a story-based one. So, they have an ability, and you can hand them out. Available companions are handed out to the players during mission briefs, and they accompany that player for the rest of the mission. And so somebody can use an Ianaru. Action. You may now open an Inspect the cards in the crate. These are shared cards and now part of the ship's armory, and can be handed out to players during future mission briefs. So we have Tech Pack 1. Let's see if I do this one. So zero cost. Heal yourself or a character within range blank for 1. No range or line of sight required. So basically, can heal up. That's not bad for Tarira. We have a speed stim pack. Have plus 2 movement on your move actions. For blue, you may also move an adjacent ally to. That ally also gains a shield. Ooh, laser cutter. Open an adjacent door which would otherwise have required you to hack it. Not allowed if the door is opened in another way. And you can use it. That's actually not bad again for Tarira, because it has a nice ability for her to get through doors, but also can deal 4 unavoidable damage to an enemy by using a red chip. And this one gains 2 focus by using a green chip and distortion device. When an enemy attacks you, roll 1 die. If you roll a shield, cancel that attack. Does not work on other effects or indirect hits. So if you're taking splash damage, stuff like that, it's not going to work. So, there we have it. And I do want to pull out down here the rule book. If I go to I wonder what the shared cards 12. You may take as many shared action cards as you agree, but your hand limit is 9 cards. So, for example, I pull this one back from Gia. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over here, I'm guessing everybody's the same at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be able to probably hand out here like that. And because this deck is not shuffled, you just have your hand of cards you're doing hand management on. Those now work in there. Yeah, and for the most part, I'm pretty sure Tarira is going to be the one who has the companion with her. So today actually might just be really fast, because we have this mission coming up here that is potentially going to run for a few different scenarios. So I could potentially, like this first one uses the same map, but then this actually is working backwards through what we were in before, which is cool. I won't show off too much because that will be for upcoming streams here, but potentially getting all the way through here. Today's actually just a fast stream. Like I said, this was a mission that could have connected directly into the previous one, but I had decided to keep it separate. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was fun for a real quick mission, kind of just a nice little touch base here. I had fun with it for being nice and quick. Let me know your thoughts. I think if I were playing this with multiple people, I would have continued or peeked ahead and continued. But let me know your thoughts on Rogue Angels. Are you enjoying this coverage? I'm going to continue this one through the rest of February, so that we should get in a total of 10 plays over this before I'm going to set this aside probably to play myself. I mean, the missions are going up to only up to 12, so it's possible I won't get through all 10 plays. We'll see. We have some more fun plays coming up here. With that, after playing Rogue Angels, my plan I think is to play Mythwind, though I do have Agamonia sitting there as well. But I think I'm gonna do Mythwind. I know there's a lot of coverage on that one right now. It's hitting backers, though 7th Citadel might also be coming in about that same time, which I might lean towards doing that one as well. But let me know which one of those two you'd be most interested in seeing after I wrap up my play of Rogue Angels. If you enjoy this content, want to check out other content that I do, Mondays, 9 p.m. Central. Not every Monday. I'm still figuring it out. It might be every other Monday, like I missed this past week, but I plan on doing this upcoming Monday. But what I'm doing on Mondays, I don't think is ever going to go super late. Probably the latest would be 9. So I might do like 9 or 9:30 stream on Mondays. It's just going to be playing it a little bit more by ear. But every other Monday, I will be streaming at 9 p.m. Central Time. Then for campaign games like this, 8 to 8:10 p.m. Central for my starting time. If you want to check that out, it's always going to be some sort of campaign game. And if you want to check out other content that I'm doing, you can head over to nerdologists.com. The link is in the description below, where I'm covering all sorts of nerdy things, board games, movies, anime, manga, comics, whatever it might be. And as well, with that, I have a podcast around Marvel stuff. I'm actually going to be recording a video for around Marvel stuff right after I finish up this, and you can check out that podcast at 10 Minute Marvel, or you can find it and like the content that I do for news over on Facebook not Facebook, but YouTube, by searching for 10 Min Marvel as well. Well, with that, thank you so much for watching this quick stream. Really appreciate it, and bottoms up.